So, a high school senior killed in a triple shooting? Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense Logical Reason. As always, thank y'all for joining me. Always greatly appreciated. So, I usually don't watch local news media because they basically just parrot the leftist mainstream media. But every now and then I will catch local media, local news, and I happen to be watching the news, and I was watching basically them report on the murder of tragic murder of Caleb Johnson. Now he was an 18-year-old high school senior at a local high school at Car here in the city of New Orleans. And the news media didn't give any mention to why the triple shooting took place at a local apartment complex. They gave no mention, but the one thing that you hear, you've heard, especially if you read the news articles, was that he was a very exceptional student. He was a cornerback on the football team. He was going to the Navy. He had his whole life ahead of him. And he's gunned down and killed, tragically murdered, just 21 days before his graduation. Now, if that was bad, if you thought that was bad, if you thought that this was a, very traumatic event on that family, well, his sister was also killed in that triple shooting. Now, again, they didn't mention why. Was there a motive? Was he out there doing anything wrong? I didn't hear anything. No article said anything. But, like I said, there's two people, siblings, have lost their lives. Now, thankfully, the third person shot, a female. She lived. She survived. That I remember. I have no knowledge that she passed on. I believe that they say that she wasn't in critical condition. So as far as I know, she survived. But it's obviously where I will be going with this, and I want to know, where is the outcry? Right? Where is the outcry that we got from Ahmaud Arbery? All these black people, right? Where's the tweets from LeBron James? None. Where's the rage from black people? And they can't say that, well, nobody knows about it, because shortly after the Ahmaud Arbery situation happened, it was in international news. Okay, people all over the world heard. Hell, people who can't speak English know about Ahmaud Arbery, but yet no outcry over this, over a high school senior that was basically no problem, no issue, wasn't jogging in some neighborhood, 11 miles from his home. He was at an apartment complex. And this is why I always see that black people only care about stuff that we can cry racism about, right? This is why I see that Black Lives Matter don't give a damn about black lives. Black lives don't matter to Black Lives Matter. Race hustling matter, because you only hear about Black Lives Matter when it's something to race to cry about. If Ahmaud Arbery would have been shot and killed by some niggas, as I said before, if some niggas would have killed him while he was jogging, we would have never heard of Ahmaud Arbery. The only reason why we heard of Ahmaud Arbery is because he was shot by some white people. That's it. So only race matters to these people. Now, this incident happened, I believe, about 2 weeks ago, and still no outcry. So there's no excuse there. No excuse for black people to not be enraged about this. But had he been killed by a police officer, it would be, black folks would be losing their mind. I've seen so many incidents of this. Again, this is why it's just hard for me to have any respect for blacks. It's leftist blacks anyway, because any conservative black would be saying the same thing as I am. Any conservative, logical thinking person will be saying and asking the same question that I am. Well, where's the outcry? And would also be saying that blacks are truly hypocrites, that Black Lives Matter are truly hypocrites, because they don't really care about Black Lives Matter. They don't really care about black lives. Because if they cared about black lives, you would never hear any mention of police officers or white people. They would be in these hoods dealing with all these black on black murders, right? They wouldn't be sitting here crying about police officers who kill an average of 250 blacks every year, and overwhelming majority of those are completely justifiable. They wouldn't be sitting here crying and complaining about police officers and ignoring the thousands of blacks who are killed by the hands of other blacks, 4 to 7,000 on average every year. Again, it's just stupid. So, yet another example of a black on black killing, and that goes unabated, that nobody cares about. Another example that black lives really don't care, don't matter to so many blacks. It only race us and does anyway. But my thoughts and prayers go out to the family losing two family members in one incident. Prayer goes out to them, and I would ask everyone to do the same. But anyway, y'all, just another example, y'all. And it's always, 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 until next time.